Hi everyone, this is Nick. I'm going to show you right now how to use the Drawboard PDF app. Simple app, works well on the tablet. If you haven't already done it, I'll show you how to download it really quickly. If you bring your cursor down to the start button down on the left, and find the store. This is the store button. If you can't find it on that part of the start, you can click that down arrow, which brings you to apps by name, scroll over to S, and there you find store. And I've already pulled it up, but if you need to search for it, you just search over on the top right hand corner, Drawboard PDF. Okay, so here it is. I've already installed it, so there's this message here, but you can click try or buy. I think we might be qualifying for some discounting at $1 or $2, so it's not the hugest savings, but I think the app does cost $10. It's worth it. Anyways, I'm going to close this out, and since I haven't downloaded it, I'll show you how to pin it to your start bar. You right-click it when you find it in your apps. This is under D for Drawboard, and just click Pin to Taskbar. You can also pin it to the start if you want as well, and this is just going to drag it on over so that's a lot more convenient for me to access. Okay, back to the desktop. This is the screen we're all familiar with. Now the Drawboard app is at the bottom. I'm going to click it to open it, and here's your home screen. First thing you want to do is select a folder to draw from. Now we'll just go to the very beginning. This is probably where you're going to be starting out at. You'll want to select the folder where all your bills of lading are located. So I have a folder just called BOLs, and it has 3 subfolders in it. Click choose this folder, you'll see it right there, and then click OK. So now I have pretty quick access to all of my bills of lading. I'm going to now open one of my open bills of lading. This is the 3 that I have that are undelivered right now. And let's just go ahead and open this one, and we can get started. So there's 2 features that you'll notice right away besides your PDF that's loaded. There is this hexagon pinwheel, which you can move around the screen, put it any place you'd like, and it kind of is your toolbar. And each one of these items expands into another category. You just click the back arrow to go back. The first thing I want to do is add favorites, because there are probably 100 different tools you can use. I would recommend just putting the text tool and the signature tool on the favorite bar. So I'll show you how to do that. You go to Insert, and then Signature. You'll see the arc kind of form next to the signature icon. Click back, and then click Add. And it says it's been added, and there it is, Signature. Now the other thing you want to add is a text box. So go back, and then here we got text. And there are a lot of options with text. Feel free to mess around. I chose size 14 font. You can go up to 72. Geez, that's way too large. Size 14 font works pretty well, and I chose a maroon red. Each one of these color wheels opens up into more colors. It's kind of dizzying. And you want to do 100% opacity. So anyways, go back, insert text, the arc is selected, and I'll click Add. And it tells me it's been added, and there it is. So I guess another tool that's helpful is this one here, Pan. So you can't see it because this is hovering over it, but if you click Pan and then Add, this lets you manipulate it in tablet mode. It's pretty easy. Alright, so here's your document. Typically, right now I'm using a mouse and keyboard. You'll edit the app or edit the PDF before you grab a signature, because you don't want to be fumbling around with your tablet when you want to grab a signature. Click Insert Text, and just highlight an area. This is quantity shipped, where you want to put it. It always lets you insert text to the left. I'm not sure why the app does that, but if you watch, I'm going to plug in 0.25, and then you click out of it, and there it appears right next to it. So don't worry, it's not going to put it, you know, in the area you didn't select. And you have to reselect the tool every time you want to use it. So I clicked Insert Text, and I'm going to draw another text box to the left or to the right there, and press 1 and select. And so now it's showing I've shipped a quarter case and 1 case of these items here. The other 2 things that we typically include are delivered by Nick, and this is delivered today for 10:15. Okay. Received by is where you're going to get your signature. So at this point, you right-click the document and save your file. And so now it's been saved, and we can go back to our home screen and actually exit the app. And let's say we go on the field, now we're ready to work. Now I'm going to disconnect the tablet from the keyboard right now. So it might go blank for a second. It did. So now I'm in tablet mode purely, and I'm selecting the Drawboard app. Now this is the time when you're going to collect your signature. That's the recent file, but I can go back and find it this way as well in Open Bills of Lading, and you can click Open File. So now it's opening the document all over again, and time for a signature. So I'm using the zoom feature with my fingers, just zooming in to show the client the bill of lading more clearly, and explaining to them what the product is, blah blah blah. And let's see here, we want our favorites. So if you swipe from the bottom up, the 2 menus will appear. It's basically like right-clicking. Let's bring our favorites back up so we can use a signature app, and I can tap the document to get out of that. So I'm going to select signature on the left-hand side here, and now I'm going to click received. Actually, let me do that again. Received by, and draw my signature box right there. So I have a bunch of saved signatures, and if you haven't already signed one yet, click add for a new one. And this is, somebody's signature. You have to have a name in order to save it. I'll just put Steve. Okay, and they have to have a company, Steve as well. Thanks, Steve. Click save, and there it is. You might have to resize it. Actually, that's there we go. Resize it and move it. Reposition it. There we go. So now it looks more appropriate. Tap to click out. Swipe from the bottom up. And this time I'll click Save As. Now, I like to save, I'm going to click Go Up, this as a signed bill of lading. So, I'm going to tab out of that, and just add signed at the end of the file, and click Save As. Okay, so now the document's saved, and we're all set. Let's say you made a mistake, and you want to erase something. You can click the toolbar and erase. Let's see. I suppose undo would probably be a better use of your time. Just clicking undo will undo the last action. Alternatively, you can slide up, and on the bottom right, just say clear document annotations, and you can clear everything. And so your document goes back to the original PDF.